that image?
It's working now, my friend.
But is that what we're seeing on the screen? Oh.
Yeah, it should be good. What's up, everybody?
What's up, guys?
We are live. It is Rope Charge Gaming. We're actually in person all together.
It's working.
Yeah, you should be able to fire it off here on your old phone here. We're checking our situation here because we're at James's spot.
Yeah.
Not the main filmer of our crew here. Filmer? Is that the word? Film content producer.
Filmographer.
Yeah. James does all the
YouTube.
digital design and the website, a lot of our graphics, our thumbnails.
Our paint things.
Amazing.
He's our head designer, if anything else.
I
Nothing
like
else.
to think of an artist as the easiest way.
Yeah.
And
Don't fuck 'em.
Dude, we're at Adepticon. It's crazy out here.
Yeah.
It's like we were waiting 2 hours in line.
Yeah, that
was like nothing compared to this line.
I didn't wait at all in line.
Yeah, you broke the system.
I have learned. I'm not giving you guys tricks until after Adepticon, but I have some insider scoop on how to get into Adepticon.
I hear that, yeah. No kidding. We'll mention that here in a minute, but basically, guys, just to say what's up, this is episode like 48. We're every Thursday we go live on YouTube with a 9 o'clock talk show about 40k and tabletop gaming. Typically, we're having a talk from a distance, and James is here in Antioch, Illinois.
Yeah.
We're from Richmond, Virginia.
Antioch.
We just drove 12, 13, 14 hours yesterday, all in one take. We were hauling ass, talking 40k the whole ride, and Kill Team, of course, and Age of Sigmar and everything tabletop. We're really some GW fanboys, guys.
I'm a super fan.
There's a lot of games out there. Mainly,
I play 40K.
We're GW games.
They had a sweet, the 40k revelation thing that they did.
Oh, the review. We got to see
the preview
tonight. I got to see the preview.
It was sweet.
Did we see anything cool?
There was some cool stuff. You guys are gonna see.
It's a secret.
Page. Yeah.
Gotta keep the secret.
It's actually not a secret. They said we're good to go.
Keep of secret.
They had this Hellraiser dude on there, like Pinhead. Did you guys see that, or was I like seeing things?
No, they had Slanesh was a big release.
Dude, they had the endless spell with all the
million.
tongues out of the face.
That was a sweet Slanesh endless spell. Yeah, so Slanesh has a whole battle tome coming for Age of Sigmar.
All new
I
models
feel like with
40k rules.
I know this is an Age of Sigmar thing, but like that endless spell with the boat keeper with all the skulls.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That is gonna have so much conversion potential.
A lot of oohs and ahs.
I was looking at the big skulls that like float the boat.
Yeah.
Dude, those big skulls are gonna be cool on some bases.
Besides the endless spells, and also, so Slanesh has sick endless spells. Also, the fire dwarves. I forget their
Firebrand.
Yeah,
Something.
and they got new terrain.
Those guys. They got endless spells as well. But then also they leaked they previewed the review of the new. They're gonna add it's called Forbidden Spells. I think it was called. So like right now they added like the dark
magma cutter, dude.
Like dark alchemy or whatever it's called. You guys, I'm new to Age of Sigmar, but they added potent some sort of spell name. They added a whole bunch of endless spells to the game, and now a second release of a whole mass of endless spells that everybody's gonna have access to. And they're continuing the trend with both the dwarves and Slanesh just having terrain pieces. And I think this is a cool step with Age of Sigmar and GW as a genius business move, is to give everybody terrain pieces with their armies. And like for the Khorne one that just came out, the Age of Sigmar or the Blades of Khorne battle tome, it's a totally free piece of terrain. That's an altar. They just gave the Bad Moon one to the.
That's a good strategy by Games Workshop.
Great idea, and it makes the
really
tables
like
look way tighter.
Standpoint.
It's promoting immersion, right? And it makes like an epic backdrop for the dwarves are in this tight ass forge, this like blacksmith type thing.
See, in 40k, I think it would be better if they'd remove the requirement of a detachment.
Yes.
To get a fortification.
Yes, all detachments should be able to bring it.
That's something to really hope for the FAQ too, right?
Dude, I'm so mad that
they
can't
did that
bring
with Assassins. Maybe spend the CP, and then you could bring a thing, because with Assassins now, you can just reserve points, spend the CP, and then bring in whatever you want.
I don't want it mid-board, because I want that Nurgle tree turn 1.
Okay, well maybe you could spend it like a relic.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
I like the idea of that. I just think it's just simple enough to just let it not be any sort of restriction to.
Or add it to the battalion.
Don't take more than 3.
Or in a battalion you get, or a battalion
you
get to have 1, in a brigade you could have 3.
Brigade, yeah.
I mean,
so 2 in a brigade, right?
Tau are the ones that have the most unique fortifications that belong to them. They get wrecked. They never hits the table because of the detachment thing.
They'd see more play, and also they'd add a different element to the game, because I think one of the big complaints of 40k today is that the terrain isn't individualized to the point where you could feel the terrain and get immersed in it.
Sure.
It's just like, +1
even for
or nothing.
Genes that are called the tectonic frag drill isn't bad, but the fact that it eats a detachment is like, well, this is never going to see play.
Exactly.
Well,
that's what the big problem with the Tau ones are too.
Sure. Speaking of terrain, I mean, one, just to mention the FAQ, the reason that's relevant is that there's always a big FAQ after Adepticon and after Nova. I love how GW is intertwined with the major events and really holds them in high respect, which is also super cool, guys. Warhammer TV is doing 4 days of straight 40k, or Warhammer, excuse me. Because I was watching their live promotion, they're like, you guys are going to be sick of Warhammer after this weekend. And the other guy's like, you'll never be sick of Warhammer.
They had a huge presence. They had a huge presence.
They're going to be streaming the top tables for 40k, Age of Sigmar, and the team tournament, they said. And of course, when they say top tables, they say, top table-ish, because they're always going to pick models that are GW only. We were talking about that earlier, about highly converted armies.
And it's absolutely a good strategy for them to do.
Barely on the camera, bro.
Barely on the camera.
Step back in.
Excuse me, friends. I hope you guys can hear us okay too. For the solo friends out there that are watching, catching the back end. We're doing this renegade style.
We're doing a day early.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to
because we're no way we're doing it tomorrow.
You guys want to live vicariously through us?
Join us. Hopefully, we're going to see a lot of you guys at Adepticon.
That's the idea,
right?
Is
we're
join us at
Adepticon.
Like, let's party, y'all. We got some dice. We brought a whole bunch of dice to give away to our friends out there that come up and say what's up. It's going to be a good time. We got some Kill Team token holders. Maybe we'll find some cool Kill Team folks that were some good friends that deserve one of those things for being awesome.
Hey, you can be awesome.
Ooh, speaking of Kill Team, super excited for James to be playing Kill Team. We got our first 3 games in.
Smashed him.
Wrecked. I didn't, let him win or anything, but he did a good job.
He got smashed.
The Adeptus Astartes, it was funny, as I've learned them a bit more, as I've never played them really, and now playing them with James, and actually at our last Kill Team tournament that happened last weekend, we did our Kill Team Arena tournament, first Arena tournament. It was awesome, and what's developed from that, actually super cool guy Sean, is helped us develop it. James could have handled it as far as 3D design goes, but he really helped us expedite the project of getting the Arena 3D prints going on. I cannot wait to have fully immersive board experiences that don't take away from the intention of the board from the Arena set. So we're getting all those designs worked up and be able to offer that soon. Somebody actually commented on our channel asking where we used, in a lot of our videos we're using the walls from Death Ray Designs, which I'm really excited to see Austin, the owner of Death Ray Designs, at Adepticon tomorrow. That's including, we're going to see Eric from Worlds Overrun.
Eric's a guy.
Yeah, and we have a ton of awesomely painted up and produced Worlds Overrun terrain, and you often don't, pictures online and stuff, I haven't got to see like fully immersive boards. I'm really excited about James's Nurgle theme that he applied, and then we also have a bunch of Tyranid terrain that they like. It's just like the Worlds Overrun stuff. It could easily go Tyranid. It could easily go,
yeah, we used it in a couple practice games, and it worked out very well. The quality of material is good, and give it a lot of places to block line of sight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like hide in. It had a lot of nooks, and it's like it wasn't like you weren't too bad with wobbly model.
There's a lot of large flat surfaces.
Yeah.
They're fairly well designed pieces of terrain.
See, I think that's important. Have something that blocks line of sight and something that's like you can like lay your models on.
Jersey at this moment here, bro.
Yeah, I was looking for that terrain piece. So I wanted to show it off.
Especially in like a sci-fi fantasy universe, like for everything just to be like buildings, I think is a little boring.
Yeah, you need some variety.
When you get some variety in there with like all these distinct pieces that actually have depth, that adds a lot to the narrative. Regardless of whether you're playing competitively or not. Like,
what do you think about the? I know it was a quick glance, but one thing I do like about how Adepticon sets up their tables is I really enjoy how an entire row is one theme.
Yes.
And it makes it seem like a giant ape.
I want row 30 through 40.
Sure.
That is like a ruined, very intense streak.
Those are the nicest tables in the whole.
How do you think they set that up? I wonder how, if in the app they actually have a method of making sure people get cycled through the different terrain sets, or if it's just totally random.
It probably, honestly, has something to do with like brackets of how they're like scaling people.
It seemed like, I remember last year we couldn't tell, and I don't think we ever confirmed if table, like where you were on the ranker determined what tables you were at. It seemed like people that were in top table or in the hundreds or on table 1. You know, I don't think that they have a system to do. I would think it'd be digital and done automatically, but I don't know if that's in play or not. So that'll be something to observe. to just kind of see how the tables are. Because you might, if you're in top tables, you might be force fed into some of those upper tables the whole day. You know,
Yeah.
how's that work?
And this guy right here is gonna try to get into the champs.
Hey now.
That guy down there is gonna try to get into the champs.
Yeah.
And we're talking this guy be getting into the champs.
4 games
You've got
in
this,
one
man.
day, but 4 games in one day is an awful lot.
Listen,
you know.
man, if I have to literally grab a needle and inject like adrenaline in your
Careful what you
system,
say.
Lots of
Listen.
caffeine.
But the fact is that that's a lot of games in a
It
very
is a lot.
condensed period of time that
It's-
you're gonna have to have a lot of mental focus.
Let me just have
and
this
it's gonna be
all
draining.
here. We got jerseys, dog.
We got
Jerseys. These things came in. They're nice stuff. I guess the Rover guys. I guess we'll give them credit. They already marked our shirt for us because they want to make sure that everyone knows who made their shirt. But this stuff's good, man. James designed it. Very nice. It's beautiful. Cannot wait to represent. We got like 22 of these jerseys rolling deep. I think we're only gonna get
9 of us will be wearing them there.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. So look for the purple jersey. Let us throw you some dice and say what's up. Really look forward to meeting some people out there that actually watch our content. It always feels good to meet somebody that watches this stuff because you feel like we're not doing it for no reason, right?
Sometimes we are doing it for no reason.
Yeah.
But it's okay because I'm playing Kill Team with
Not
Black
for no
Templars.
I don't know. It helps my vanity.
it's for the love of the game, man.
I mean, I
My
definitely,
vanity needs no help.
definitely do it for the love, you know. And
Look, I'm gonna roll a 5.
hopefully you guys get value from the content we make, and love to hear from you. Get some dice, regardless. So Death Ray Designs. We were listening to a bunch of podcasts on the way up here, and I really enjoyed that. I don't listen to podcasts
Good.
myself very much. But it was cool to hear their perspectives. And speaking of terrain, remember how they were mentioning that they thought the Adepticon terrain was pretty sparse. They constantly were reiterating that they were building a list around there was very little terrain at Adepticon. I think that there's a normal amount.
Yeah, I would consider that.
There's a large
RTPs.
variety. I think there were some tables that were definitely lighter.
Some boards were straight up ruins. Like there was
I agree with you.
8 ruins on there.
And there was some that were just deserts.
Yeah.
Absolute
The-
desert.
You have a large variety of overall table types, which I kind of appreciate.
I totally appreciate.
Like, you know, like you're gonna have tables that are gonna be more kill teamish, that are gonna be more city fight.
I think it's
I
even
think that
more,
actually upplays the narrative.
It's more professional and impressive the way that all the boards are the same going down one row.
Yep.
Because it shows that they
There's
produce
definitely
their
some kind of theme in play.
You know, it's a whole nother thing when it's like ragtag terrain. You know.
I was very impressed by one of their pieces of terrain that's on a lot of their tables. It's like an overhang, like hanger,
Yeah,
like
the
wing.
destroyed hanger.
I love
and
that.
it's
too.
just like this nice like curved piece
Yeah.
that is just wonderful line of sight blocking, but because it has like that overhang,
Yeah.
like it's just a little bit more dynamic.
That is one thing to mention is that they had a lot of ruins or that kind of piece there, like James is describing, but it's not. But they put a lot of more than I'm used to seeing an area terrain platform underneath the terrain. So like if you took this cool Tyranid, here's some sweet terrain that we're talking about right now. If you took this sweet Tyranid piece right here and you just put it on a platform that gave it like an extra little 360.
It helps define
around it.
what the terrain is.
Yeah, it gives you area terrain, and that's really, because it's one thing to be obstructed. All of a sudden, when people are complaining about ruins because there's not enough buildings and stuff, if you have area terrain, that's all they want. They either want to not be seen or get +1 cover.
Blam. Now it's area terrain.
Right. But it's not. It was interesting how they put little platforms like the forest kind of thing. You see for forest a lot where they put trees on top of little green pastures set on the board. They were doing that for their ruins and other non-foresty pieces. So that was interesting. Oh, we have somebody tuned in. Hey, it's been kind of a lonely episode this time, guys. We've been ranting and raving at midnight here in Illinois as we're preparing for Adepticon tomorrow. We actually got to get up at like 5 in the morning.
Who cares?
Yeah, we're leaving this house by 6 a.m. Central Time.
You got to get there early. The early bird catch the worm. The parking lots get packed.
Fuck that worm.
This is going to be one of the biggest years,
Guess we'll do it.
I think, yet.
Yeah, this will be the biggest year yet, hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, last year when we came at 6:30 to get into the pre-registration line at 7, we were like in the middle hallway. This time we were like double the length down into the hotel.
Well, listen,
We just kept going
don't
and
put
going
that
and
label on
going.
me.
Yeah, okay, so this guy jumped ahead of the line because he found the secret sauce, which
Weak.
is when stuff sells out, just don't even buy a badge. Just don't. Because when you get there, you can just go to the register because everyone else is already prepaid for everything, waiting
So
to get
the
the
long
stuff.
lines are only for people who were like trying to be thoughtful and buy stuff ahead of time.
I will say there was a lack of signage / communication of what exactly. There was many times I was like, is this line even real?
Yeah. Except that it was so big that you knew it was real.
But hey, look, there's a lot of volunteers that work there. You know, it's hard for them.
Respect.
You know, they get enough volunteers to like do all that.
Yeah, if you haven't been
crazy.
to Adepticon,
it's crazy,
and you don't have a guide that's been there a year before,
it's you get a little lost.
I was wandering the halls like I went to like get some wait in line, get my registration, and I was like wandering the halls trying to find the Games Workshop area, so I had no idea where I was going. It took me like 10 minutes to find it.
Right.
But once dude, they're getting a new Apocalypse too.
Yeah.
Dude, they said that they're gonna do the rules from ground level, from ground zero.
They said you'll be able to play a 10,000 point game in a night.
They're changing the rules. It's not gonna be like 40k.
They also said rules for team play. Which is exciting. They said all your big toys can come and small.
I still don't get it though, George, because I feel like you and I were already like pros at
you can already take care of business. But hey, that means that maybe Gargantuan Sway is going to get sick. In the preview video, you got to see Brass Scorpion, Lord of Skulls, all the classics,
If they make my guys good, I'll be very happy.
Hey, you guys will never be good, and you know it.
Yo, we got to get the one comment from Heretic Hornick. He says, "Good morning, brothers."
Oh, yes!
Yeah, it's good.
You're over the pond!
Good to have you, sir. I wish we could see you at Adepticon, Heretic Hornick. You should prepare for Nova, man. Come on! I sure would like to go play.
I have rolling bad.
These conventions have gotten crazy. They're like so huge.
Yeah.
It's like the size of these things are immense. I didn't expect with everything I've heard. It was like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be crowded, but then everybody gets there and it's like.
Yeah,
and these are the early people.
I wonder.
I just think that this Games Workshop is going in the right direction, and some of these other games are probably following along as well.
Yeah.
And why the hotels if you got to, man? Just do it.
Yeah.
Just tabletop games are a must now. When the digital era is so like downloadable content.
Analog gaming, you can only nickel and dime me for what I see.
Yep.
I'm super fun to go. I'm super excited to go from the digital platform of Age of Sigmar Champions, the card game, and get to play that in physical.
Yeah, you can't wait to lose.
That's gonna be fun. I don't plan to lose, but I do plan to be successful. I obviously just tuned James out. He's just a lose.
Yeah. So James, what are you playing?
Dude,
are you playing at some events?
I'm playing Kill Team. That's the only one I'm actually like registered, everything taken care of. Black Templars, crush this dude's Gellerpox. Crush this dude's Harlequins. Didn't lose a model from Necrons, but I still lost because they have reanimation protocol.
But you're trying to get into the team
But I'm trying to get into
the
the 4-man team. I got a team. I got backups on backups.
Championships.
Trying to get the champs. But hey, if all else fails, I will have a board worth of terrain, a mat, and a couple friends to play games with.
Yep. We'll have our own mini tournament.
We'll play cash games, so if you want to get in,
go to cash games. Just to toot James's horn a little bit for him. We were talking on the porch this morning about like, we could, at least I got friends to hang with. I could just chill in 4 games. It does sound nice, kind of kick back. But we talked about the value of the tournament experience. But then also the fact that James is kicking ass right now as #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the ITC, kicking the season off right, and we know that James is going to be going to 2 majors this year, Nova and Adepticon. That's the first time in his
so it makes sense that I should play in this to keep my crown early on in the season.
Right.
Because I already know I got another GT going down. I already know I'm going to get more prep games in. There's a Chicago area GT going on too.
Also, fun topic today that I did enjoy was we were talking about how they were talking about making some changes in the ITC, where where it's up for debate right now in conversation in the ITC tournament organizer community about how they should declare best factions, and things with mixed attachments are kind of running away with some of the best factions when they're not truly as purebred as some of the other players that do it. For instance, Death Guard and Nurgle. They'll take a 950 Nurgle demons.
Like that guy that says he's the best Death Guard player right now. Half of it's demons.
Right?
That guy.
Yeah, good guy out there. But yeah, And James, you're a Chaos Space Marine player as far as top dog, but then you're not pure Chaos Space Marines.
Nope, I have a patrol of 1,000 Suns, and I got a battalion of undivided demons.
So they're talking about making that under the header of just Chaos, and only if you go more purified can you get, Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah, so if I wanted to be best in Chaos Space Marines where I'm currently at, I would have to play only Chaos Space Marine
Every
detachments.
detachment, yeah.
But that doesn't mean I can't summon demons.
Right.
So, for example, if you were a Tyranid player, like a Tyranid High Fleet player and a Genestealer Cult player, you could get the best Tyranid player if you had a mixed army of them. Otherwise, you would be the best High Fleet player or the
You had a mixed bag of Drukhari and Eldari. You couldn't be the best Drukhari player if you had a majority of Drukhari points. Every detachment would have to be Drukhari, otherwise you're just fighting for the Eldari slot.
You're fighting with the soup.
Right.
You get mixed in with the soup.
And
I think that'd be fantastic.
I think it's fantastic also. I'm just a big proponent on like your mono gods.
Yeah.
So like I would love to go a mono god, like that Death Guard dude, instead of him taking that Death Guard spot, he'd be taking Nurgle.
Yeah.
And like that would make him happy. I'd be going after that Corn Crown, you know me.
I think it'd be awesome for the Chaos folks to be able to fight for that. But then you got to go a little bit crazy because the prizes expand, and then you start doing, you go for every Legion chapter.
Yeah, it gets a little crazy,
Marines,
definitely.
And, there
but
gets to be
there's
a lot.
more people playing now.
Right.
These tournaments are getting much bigger and more people playing.
I think it's
so
good
that
idea.
you could start doing that.
I think
as long as they could keep
when you're
expanding.
worrying about costs going up for expanding prize support over more prizes, I think that the intake will also go up.
The
by
venues have to get
more
bigger.
Excitement by the ability to compete for something more finite.
Certainly.
Yeah, but then you need more volunteers. It's very hard for these tournament organizers to do this.
You know what also would make people more excited is mono tournaments. They would get more hype on it. Because it would level the playing field a little bit more for them to play their mono faction.
You'd definitely see a different crowd come out for that. I don't know that you'd see more, but you would see.
If the ITC scoring changed that way, you don't think you might see a little bit of an influx of an enjoyment or an excitement that everybody has to do in mono because they're like, I already was gonna do mono.
You may see some of it.
Make Corn great again.
Make Corn great again. Soul Grinders, make them great. I'm really pumped on the Slanesh models. The Keeper of Secret model that they showed was out of this world. No titties.
Yeah, a little strange. There's no titties or dicks, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Big fan. One thing. We're at Adepticon, guys.
Yeah.
Yo, Adepticon is here.
Yeah.
What did they call the Slanesh? What was it? The Hedonists of Slanesh, or what was that?
Yeah, the Hedon.
It had a pretty cool name to it. I remember it's like, they're starting to have better names like Heretic Astartes instead of Chaos Space Marines.
No, they're engaged. I
like that. I like those little touches.
I was disappointed with the Warcry.
The Iron dudes. So they're like dwarves, but chaos?
It's
Like
just
one was a big dude though. One was he's a golem.
Yeah, but one dude was a dwarf.
Okay.
I was more excited about the potential. Like they showed a lot of demon factions, and we only saw like the mortals. I just hope they don't go pure mortals with the demons and
Dude, those new
chaos.
Furies models are sweet.
Those are the wings, like the
thing.
Wait, is this game Warcry? Is that the equivalent of Kill Team?
It's Kill Team for AOS.
Okay, but it seems like there's different factions. They're creating different factions. Like in Kill Teams, they use the factions that were already there.
There's been a lot of factions.
Well, Gellerpox was created for Kill Team, so was Rogue Trader.
But that was Gellerpox actually created for a different game, was it not?
No, it was for Kill Team.
For Kill Team, really?
Yeah, Kill Team 40k.
And then they gave him 40k rules.
Same thing with, there's a ton of Shadespire added a whole bunch of new models and factions to the game. No, it's an odd, interesting path. Like now, so they've used all these side games as ways to integrate into other game systems. They've used Blackstone Fortress as a big proponent of.
Yeah,
I play that. Yeah, I know those characters.
The Trader Guard is getting bigger and bigger, man. There's Trader Bulgrin, Trader
great. And
the Trader Commissar,
all that stuff is
sexy. They look super cool. And then the Keller Morph was a Kill Team release only. You could only get them in the
arena box.
In the arena box, right?
Which one's that again?
It's the shooty guy that
Shadespire.
Dude,
definitely.
He's really good.
Jesse James, you mean?
Jesse James.
That's Jesse James.
Oh, with the pistols. Yeah, the three arms.
You don't say anything else. It's Jesse James.
Yeah.
The pistolier.
Oh yeah, he comes in within 3 inches, snipes out one of your characters, and then he goes away.
Even not shooting at your characters, he's great against even nerdlings.
He's shooting your characers.
Speaking of the Genestealer cult and Chris played Ali this morning.
Yeah, I got wrecked this morning. it was not good.
Hey, what's the #1 lesson you learned about your CPs? Stratagems.
Oh, well, definitely don't spend money or command points on rerolling an invulnerable save before you need to save one for, a charge.
Yeah. So your
and
tactical reroll.
I did it.
Don't
and
use
I
it to
thought
set a
about
wound in your charging phase.
Right.
When you still need to charge the model.
it was a bad move.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny.
Even I know
Dude,
that.
what was
I
really
know
funny
that.
is he needed a 7. He
Yeah.
rolled a 6. We told him to roll it anyways.
But
so
here's
it was
the
a
thing.
7.
But here's one thing about Warhammer. It's just like football. More Warhammer games are lost than they are won.
Sure.
You know, it's just that you minimize your mistake. Whoever makes the most mistakes is going to lose. You know, I mean,
That was speaking from a loser.
Well, I'm saying everybody makes mistakes in the game.
Wait, hold on.
You know,
Aren't
there's
half
a lot of real
Warhammer
mistakes.
games lost?
Dude,
The idea is
I win our games and I
it's
lose.
like whoever minimizes the mistakes, is gonna, you know, is going to be the you know,
I
you
was
got to
trying to
work
give
him.
Chris an out here because he totally put it.
Yeah.
It was
You
bad.
gotta minimize-
The Air Force came in and said, and then Chris was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get Overwatch and I'm gonna save this and then fail my charge."
Every time, all I know is every
So
time I
it was
came up
over.
here, I'd look at the table. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, that don't look good. That don't look good.
That's something around just to watch that failed charge. It was glorious.
I felt like I made a lot of significant mistakes, but at the
how many
same time,
points was
Yeah,
that?
I made
unit?
fewer mistakes.
How many
That's-
points was that unit that failed that charge?
Oh, a lot, like 250.
Ooh.
Yeah, I played Age of Sigmar with my. No, I was playing 40k. I did the dang blood letter bomb with the banner of blood, right? Where you get a 3d6 charge. And right before I made the charge, I was talking to my friend, like, you know when you really feel like a loser and you just want to cry whenever you fail your 3d6 charge. And then I was like, triple twos. Oh my god, need a 9, of course, or an 8 even.
And then you re-roll it and you fail it all?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've done that before.
It's the
And
worst
it is
feeling.
literally the worst feeling.
It's the worst feeling.
When you have an 8-inch charge,
You pay
3 dice to do it, and you can either re-roll one of them
Yeah.
or all of
Like
them.
Blood Angels have something like that. Averser Assassins have something like
You
that.
can
Right?
re-roll all of them?
Yeah, the loci from
Oh.
the
Yeah,
characters.
not from the command point of
Yeah.
just one. You could only roll one of those.
The character
dice.
gives you that,
Yeah.
that aura
Yeah,
right.
of re-roll charges.
It's a 6-sided world. And if you use Gaze of Fate,
I do use Gaze
then
of
you
Fate.
can re-roll 2 of the
Yep.
dice.
No, I've made sure. I've put in
Yeah.
the resources.
My new 40k list, I'm super excited about. Has Changecaster, has the Demon Prince with the big hammer.
So, a
110
trap I
letters.
fall into all the time, my Gaze of Fate reroll, is because I have obliterators.
Yeah.
I like to save it for the obliterators, like getting their like results right, getting
Yeah.
that 3 damage,
Yeah.
or the AP if I need to get that AP. So I normally get trapped into using that Gaze of Fate reroll there, and I don't have it for the charges.
Yeah.
And I need that the most, especially for my Zangors with a 7-inch charge. Like, come on.
You gotta get that shit.
Dude, if you have one dice that's free to reroll with a 7-inch charge, the odds are so good that you make that charge.
And you've already, like, because you know it's so good, you've set yourself up that, like, I'm making this charge. And
Yeah.
like, when you don't, you're just standing there like, that is not what is supposed to be happening right now.
No,
Like, you're in a bad
no.
spot.
Yeah, it's like, okay, good game.
Yeah, it just feels terrible. So, you know, good for anybody out there that's failed their blood letter bomb charge, let us know.
To all those who have failed their 3-6 charge.
Hail, corn, skulls for the skull throne.
He cares not.
Yeah. From whence the blood flows. Yes, thrown and flows.
It's collecting skulls.
It's late and we gotta get up early,
Dude,
guys.
yeah, we gotta get up real early, so we're gonna cut this thing short.
Yeah.
Keep taking fun seriously, get drunk.
Come see us at Adepticon. If you are not at Adepticon, be excited because we're going to put out some cool content for you guys. We're going to check out the vendor booths tomorrow and whatnot. And James and I are going to fill all of our Kill Team games.
Yep.
Hopefully, I have some really exciting content by taking home some wins. I'm going to be playing the Geller Pox and the Harlequins. If you're in these Kill Team pods, I will see you there. Grrr. Ready to
Get drunk.
destroy.
All right, guys.
Yeah, cheers.